For the past 100 years, my family have lived here, in the rugged hills of the New England Ranges, on unceded Gamilaroi land, also known as Tamworth. Here's my grandpa, back in the day, working the land, having a smoko, and chasing a snake with a shovel. Here's my Uncle Tim, teaching natural horsemanship and running his Jillaroo and Jackaroo school. And here's me, a city kid on school holidays, learning to ride a horse, wearing a stack hat. We've even got a bridge named after us. But this country family has got a secret shame. Hello. You see, I still can't actually ride a horse. See you later. And worse, I'm the only one in the family who's never set foot in the biggest event on the Tamworth calendar, the annual Country Music Festival. Well, that's about to change. This is Peel Street, Tamworth's main drag, which, once a year for the last 50 years, has come to life with acoubras, cowboy boots, cavalcades and fans of country music.
Tens of thousands of visitors are in the northern New South Wales city as the annual Country Music Festival reaches its high point this weekend.
It's the world's second biggest country music festival, after Nashville. And for many regular punters, it's the only place to be. How many times have you been to the festival?
Every year since '82.
It's the place that we all get to look forward to coming every single year.
The real passionate country fans are here and they just give you so much love, especially after the last couple of years.
Do you guys like country music?
Yeah, love it. It just speaks to you a lot more than the majority of the other genres.
Come into Tamworth, you're like, oh, we're back.
My buckles and my saddles.
When I heard about a young woman that had been coming up here for holidays but never really experiencing the amazing Country Music Festival, I thought, I'll take it upon myself as one of the older artists that's been coming here for like 36 years to at least explain its significance. I started coming here when I was about 12. I always felt like a bit of a dag as a kid, loving Slim Dusty, Merle Haggard and George Jones and Willie Nelson. But when I got up here, I was not the dag. I found my tribe. Country music people are my tribe. When you feel like you belong, Lisa, it really is a pivotal moment in your life. That's what Tamworth was to me.
We'll chat to Australian country music legend Troy Cassar-Daley a little more later on. For now, I need a tour guide to help me get my bearings. And who better than fan favourite Fanny Lumsden.
When the dust turn to dust, they said carry on, don't make a fuss.
I really don't feel like I have arrived in Tamworth until I have stepped on these streets. For me, this feels like Tamworth. Here we go. Yeah.
Here we go.
You actually look all right.
Ooh, how's that?
I reckon black suits you actually.
Cheers. How big a mark on the calendar is Tamworth Country Music Festival?
Oh, it's like marked out every year without a doubt. Like, you don't even question. Like, you wouldn't try and book anything else. All the other artists are here too.
So it's like a bit of a reunion.
Every year. Yeah, it's a big reunion. Woohoo!
Excuse me. Who's that bombshell up there?
It's just me, just up there flapping in the wind.
There are gigs spread across 80 plus venues, but the best place to get your foot in the door has always been here on the footpath.
I love meeting people that love what I love and it feels like home. I'll give you a tag for your acoubra. I think you need one.
What do you call them?
Cattle tags.
Cattle tag. I should know that because my family are cattle farmers up here.
We've been shearing sheep, we've been mustering stock.
But traipsing up and down the main drag has got me wondering, why Tamworth?
You having a good festival?
Well, it all started with the local radio station, 2TM, at a hugely popular country music show called Hoedown.
It's Hoedown time, the nation's #1 country music program. Hoedown live.
Country music was dominating the airways, but there was nowhere for people to celebrate it. And so 2TM saw a golden marketing opportunity.
In those early years, we laid the foundations for the industry as it exists today. We became country music capital. That's my claim to fame. I came up with the title.
Soon came the concerts, the recording studios, the Golden Guitar Awards, and the infamous 12-metre tall statue.
Gradually, the success of the whole thing endowed country music with a lot of respectability, which it still enjoys today.
And there you have it. country music has been synonymous with Tamworth ever since.
The city lights
And watching it unfold from the start was Uncle Roger Knox, who's also known as the Koori King of Country and the Black Elvis. A performer of 50 years, he moved to Tamworth when he was 17 years old.
How I wish that I was back there in the dream time.
See, in my culture, music goes way back. Music was healing. Music was coming together for strength and for, togetherness, for unity, for peace and harmony. That's what that music is for. But we eventually learned we can tell these stories, but it was through country music. I don't sing about trains coming around mountains or sheep and cattle droving. I just sing about the struggles and the status of Aboriginal people across the Novel Continent, but I tell the story how it really should be. That's the story I like to tell.
This year, Uncle Roger Knox was inducted into the Tamworth Galaxy of Stars. But this town has not always been such a welcoming place.
We can't get a decent gig at any venues here in Tamworth. Someone said to one of my managers, but he attracts the wrong type of people. What type of people? Broke people or black people?
Gamilaroi musician Lauren Ryan agrees the industry still has its barriers.
Too young to understand the absence of a man.
Country music has still got a long way to come in the way of diversity and inclusion. I'd like to see artists come together in an alliance and say, I want to play alongside First Nations artists, people of colour. I want to play alongside women. I want to play alongside people living with a disability, or I don't play.
Born and raised in Tamworth, Lauren's ties with country music run deep.
I was raised on country music. It's just within me. It's a capital country in country music. Whether we're First Nations or not, we all connect to where we're from in our own way.
They will sing about this country.
Now let's go back to Troy Cassar-daley. Troy started out busking on Peel Street when he was 12 years old. And over a 30-year career, he's become one of the most successful and approachable musicians in the biz.
There is so much love for you on this street.
I feel a little embarrassed, actually. I didn't realise you'd be having to take the photos. I'm sorry about that.
This festival was a big one for Troy.
We're making some country music history tonight, everyone. It's Troy Cassar-daley.
He won 5 golden guitars, taking him to a total of 39. That's more than any other musician, even Slim Dusty.
As an Indigenous man, to be accepted out here to me was really important because I wanted to make sure that I had a chance to tell my story to the broader part of our country community through music. You can't do it on a soapbox because people will just shut down. But you can do it through music and that's how we heal.
With a single dream, how many tribes all come together here, back on country.
I'll be honest, coming here was less about doing my family proud and more about understanding where I come from. Almost everyone I've spoken to said this place feels like home. And I've come to see that we connect to this place, this country, in different ways. For some, this place has been home to their people for tens of thousands of years. For me, this is home because it's where my family is. And for so many others, this is home because the music brought them here.
Come and lose yourself, maybe find yourself.